Dear subscribers, good morning. I like to introduce my analysis, my fresh kind of analysis from today 17th of January 2018, and to be as briefly as possible, not to be so much wording, let's say so. First of all, here is my vision of the foreign exchange market today at the pre-European market. And before I begin my analysis and explanation, I'd like to point out some facts of the foreign exchange market for the last couple of sessions. First of all, I'd like to point out an increased volatility in the foreign exchange market. You can see that not only yesterday, you can see that also during this Asian time, during this night. What's interesting, yesterday, despite of the rejection of some SPD members regarding Merkel's proposal to form a coalition government, the euro reacted, as you know, the euro initially reacted to the lows of below 122, but anyway, some later afterwards shaked off such kind of news, and this night rose as high as 123.23. This kind of move was really very surprising to us. What's another surprising news, that today in the morning the euro is again down. It's at the moment it's hovering around 122.45. That's pointing out to the increased volatility in the foreign exchange market, and we'd like to caution you against over positioning, because a last couple of sessions pointed out that the volatility is rather high. That means that maybe we will see some other abrupt moves in the foreign exchange market ahead. Another interesting kind of story now discussing over the markets is today's Bank of Canada rate decision. Also, I'd like to tell you why the dollar was higher again this night. That's because of the fact that finally United States government will not be shut down, because lawmakers started to discuss a kind of special let me see this on the Forex Factory site. In the news blog, United States House Republicans to discuss stopgap funding bill for the government through February 16th to avoid agency shutdowns this weekend. That led the market to the covering of the short dollar positions during night hours, and finally headed the dollar some higher. That's why the euro dollar is lower at the moment, despite of the fact that it tested the levels of above 123. That's an explication, let's say so. But that's why we tightened some entry points among our traded currencies. You can see that at the moment, yesterday we wanted to start buying the euro dollar on the pullback below 21.90. The low was 21.95, so we missed 5 pips to enter the market. But today we tightened the entry level to 121.20 because of the increased volatility in the foreign exchange. Our main priority is to make you as profitable as possible and to be safe against abrupt moves and large losses. That's why we tightened our entry levels, not also in the euro dollar, but also in cable. You see that today we're ready to buy, but not at higher levels we're ready to buy 36.20, started to buy with a very close stop loss. What else? I think that's enough, and I'd like to point out that starting from today I will also publish on my YouTube channel not only an English speaking version of the foreign exchange research, but also a kind of version for the Russian speaking audience. So the Russian kind of version of my foreign exchange analysis will come some later. If you have some questions regarding the positions, regarding my resistances and supports and different currencies, don't hesitate to ask me by messages or by email. See you later. Have a nice and lucky day ahead. Bye bye.